today. Welcome. Today is a very quick episode. Just practicing how to compress little mini clips within 10 minutes, not for any particular moment, but to see what can be done. And yesterday, I went out to a waterfall with some of my friends out in the woods, in the jungle. And it was really amazing because I've been feeling a little compressed at home, and I wanted to just go out and just get some fresh air, and I just wanted to be in some cold water and just kind of like away from just my desk that I'm at every single day. And one of the things that I learned just within like minutes of being in this, it was like this forest we were going through, and there's a river bank, and we had to hike for like 30 to 40 minutes. Uh, Before we reached the waterfall, and it was pretty cool because we had to use like these tags on the trees, and these like tape, emergency tape, that was like used as markers to find our way. And as we kept walking along throughout the forest, I started getting like all this, I started just feeling better in general. I felt the room and the space you have, and just like everything felt kind of abundant in a way. There was just so much water, so many trees, so many animals, and you're just having to share this space with all these animals and these ants and these spiders walking around. But it didn't feel crowded at the same time. It felt really relieving of some sort. And one interesting thing I realized, that every time I go to these places, my hair gets softer. It gets softer and nicer. And I was like, hey, what's going on here? Is it the oxygen? Is it the humidity? Maybe, I don't know. But it just something nice that I realized. And but one of like the biggest lessons that you can get from just going back into like the woods and into nature is you feel almost like healed a little bit. When you go back into the cold water, first it's uncomfortable, and then it feels awesome, and you feel warm, and then you just feel like a little kid just playing in the water, and you're just everything is like, it can hurt you, but it's also really fun and looks awesome. And there's something about beautiful scenery that just makes it feel like you're in a little paradise, like an escape. And it's just when you realize that, wait a minute, this isn't a resort, this is like just nature, this is what is before there were roads and buildings. Like it's what actually is right now. But we just built our cities, and then we just forgot, like, actually this is what life is like without just infrastructure. Right? It's pretty weird. The only thing missing is infrastructure. And it's just like, wow, this is just naturally, like, imagine walking down the street and it feels like how you feel in a forest or watching a waterfall, because it's just abundance just everywhere. And it kind of reminds you of, wait, if you feel like this right now, does this mean that you felt like this all the time, like before you lived in cities? Like, is the concrete making you sick in a way for whatever reason? I don't know, because I mean that's what it made me ponder about. And like just being exposed to those harsh elements, like the rocks and like the trees and the bugs, because I hate spiders, and the cold water especially, and just the waterfall and the slippery rocks. And you feel so, like, you feel like a butterfly. You're so, everything is so comfortable at home. And it's really awesome. I get your food and everything, but when you just go and face a little hardship, you're just like, oh my god, I'm so soft, I can't even survive. Like, I couldn't even find my way back, because everything looked too familiar. I'm like, are we going the right way? Are we going the right way? Even though all we had to do was follow the river down. So uh, I think it's a nice practice to just go and feel back, those the different climates and the other external like elements, to kind of like, you know, put, like, carve you a little bit, get a little woodsy. You get too soft at home, you don't work your muscles as much. So going back, and it kind of resets you a little bit. Like, I woke up this morning, I felt like I was tired by the end of the hike, but I was content. I was tired, but I wasn't like down. I felt really great. I felt really awesome, but I was just really exhausted. And then when I woke up this morning, I felt so hyped out. I'm like, yeah, let's get it on. Let's do all these things. And then, oh my God, our crypto is pumping today. Super farm. See, even super farm, digital farming. I'm kidding. It's not digital farming, but it's all good, man. It's all good. go back into nature, feel the just the natural element. This is where you came from, feel back into it, whether it's a desert, whether it's a jungle, whether it's the mountains. I think all of it is awesome. Just throw yourself in there, for a few hours. It only takes like 40 minutes away. Just drive away from the city, and you'll experience these benefits yourself, right? It's a nice thing to just go back and feel free, then that's another major thing that I came back home realizing, is that when you're out in the woods, you're free to do whatever you want. There's literally no one to tell you what not to do, especially if it's like really remote. And you as long as you don't have bad intentions, right? It's an amazing thing. You can just do whatever you want. And sometimes I think you need that. Like, you can just shout as loud as you want. No one's gonna say you're bothered. You're in the woods. Okay. You can shout, you can just play in the water, you can do whatever you want. And I love it. So that's today's little memo clip. I now have to go back to work, hopefully get a lot of shit done. And I might be coming back live again tonight for some crypto video. But if I do, then it means I've had a very productive day. If I don't, it means that I procrastinated too much. So thank you. This is Goober checking out. And let's see you on the next one, okay, buddy? Oh, what's up?